All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I can see that Natasha and Sarah are here. G'day, Sarah. Hi, Natasha. And hopefully, oh, there's a message hidden. What's that? Natasha says, I've just finished having an echocardiogram at the hospital. So I'm tuning in from the cafeteria. Oh, lovely. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to put that up there. Hold on, get that off. Uh, how do I get that off there? How did it end up there? No, not that. Sorry, Natasha. I'm just trying to get this off the screen. But your message was hidden. I couldn't see it. Hi, Dawn. Great to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. And hi, Tish. Lovely to see you. All right. So before we get started, this is a recording. It's a recording because the place where we went has terrible signals. So we went down there. It was absolutely gorgeous day. It was absolutely beautiful. You're highlighted. Yes, Natasha. I don't know how I did that, but we're gone now. and I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Hi, Annette. Okay, Annette has questions. And I'm sure some of you who've noticed what's been going on have as well. I woke up this morning. I got up about an hour ago, or a bit more. I went to look at a message that I got from somebody. I'm out of focus. Am I? I don't know why that would be. Maybe I need to clean the camera lens. Hang on. Where is the camera? Is it up here? I know the signal's not great, and I'm sitting literally 2 feet away from the router, and I know the signal's low, so maybe that's why. Hi, Walpuri. Hi, Tish. Who else came along? Yes, and I woke up. I don't understand why I'm a little blurry. Maybe I need to turn the light on. Do you think I should need to turn the light on? Anyway, my Facebook account has been disabled. So, that's fun, isn't it? There we go, we've got the light on now. Is that any better? And here's the router. The router's literally down there. So, we should have a signal. I should be in focus. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, tech. This is the challenges that I woke up to. No better. All right, well, let's launch into the video in a moment. Why is it disabled? I have no idea, Natasha. No idea at all. I woke up and the last thing I did on Facebook was I sent Paul a message about something. Hi, Ronnie. And we'll make it through. I said something to Paul in Edinburgh about something that we have a common interest in. And we've both woken up this morning and our account's disabled. He replied to me. I went to check out his reply. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, that's right. Annette, I got an email from Diane this morning letting me know that Paul's account was disabled. Don't know what's going on, and I've been round and round in circles for the last hour trying to figure out how I can retrieve my account, and I have gotten nowhere so far. So well, that's where we're headed today, I guess. Who knows? Who knows? And it was something. What I shared with Paul was something. It was from a well-known commentator by the name of Norman Finkelstein, and he's well regarded. So I don't think it's anything to do with that. Anyway, who knows? So I've emailed Paul. We'll try and work together, I guess. And I'll try it. Does anyone know how to reach Joanne Pemberton? Because I know she lost her account for about a month, but she got it back. So I'd be interested in whatever it was that she did. Yeah, I just picked up Richard's phone a moment ago on it, and I saw that there was a string of messages between you and Richard. So yeah, and I emailed you to let you know that you're in charge now. There you go. You're the big boss. Everyone, you're in Annette's hands on live stream events Facebook group now until I can get this sorted out. Anyway, so this morning we're off to the beach. So let's go down and see this beautiful beach. It's Redhead. We've been there before. Every time we've been there before, we've had signal issues. So today, on this occasion, and it was absolutely glorious day. On this occasion, eek, yeah, be afraid of it. Be very afraid. I'll be trying to figure out how I can keep an eye on you. All right. So let's go to the beach. Off to Redhead. Here we go. Okay, let's get over here and then we'll start this and away we go.
Close, but yeah, now it's bogged off.
There's a little bit of wind noise up here.
That's our movie. I don't think so.
She seems to think it's just resting on a rock there, because the rock's just under the surface.
I'm pointing in the wrong direction right now, but there was a seal with its fin up in the air right about here, and I do try and zoom in when I can see it.
You should
Yeah.
get the binoculars. We can maybe see it.
So there was a
from that
seal
side.
just out on that.
No, I don't
so
think
far
we
away
will.
it's
But let's
tiny,
go
but
around that side anyway.
It's just resting in the water. That's it, Tish. Delightful. I mean, this is the first time I'd seen a seal in this area. I occasionally, well, I won't be anymore, occasionally see Facebook posts from people in this area every time they spot a seal, and this is my first time. We do get a little bit closer. The video is blurry. It must be the internet connection. Oh, it's June. Okay. Well, it's not going to help. It's not going to help trying to. Wow. Okay. I was going to say I could tether to my phone, but it's basically using the same signal. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Pay good money for internet and. I don't know what else I could do. Let's move me off camera anyway. So we walked down another path to another lookout. Oh, thanks, Natasha. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, maybe being on a small screen makes it better.
Just lazy. The seal? It's not a rock, it's just, keeping,
Just resting in the water, is it?
keeping sort of in the same spot.
Sorry, guys. It's my tech challenges this
Amazing
morning.
how it can stay in the one spot, though, isn't it?
Alright, well what I'll do is, after this, I'll upload the video separately to YouTube. Natasha, we did. Yeah, we did. It breached momentarily. But it was a long way out. It was, yeah, it only came up very briefly. And this is the stretch of Redhead Beach. It's just miles and miles of beautiful sand. Would have been a humpback, Natasha. We get lots of them now. Between May and November, we get them heading north from the Antarctic, heading up to the sort of Queensland area. Spend winter up there, and then at the end of winter, around about this time, they're heading back south again. And I saw a post yesterday of someone a little bit south of Sydney who had seen an orca. So they are returning to the east coast of Australia as well. It is, Tish. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we'll be heading down there soon. So we've come up here first to a few lookouts, and then we'll head down to the beach. Yeah, thanks, Annette. That was great seeing the seals there, and they were just sort of chilling on the pier. That's a whipbird we just heard. Tish says, I wouldn't want an orca as a house guest. Imagine the breakfast you'd have to prepare. Oh, that's cool, Walpuri. So some of you may remember the last time we came down to Redhead and we saw the shark tower there. It's no longer used as a shark tower. Obviously they have different spotting methods these days. But I'm glad it's still there. It makes it's a fabulous focal point for photographers, as you can imagine. There are two streams, two creeks that empty out onto the beach here. There's one just here and one just a little further south. You can see now. And then there are the fellows out on their boards or people out on their surfboards just here. I was trying to capture the spray off the waves as they break over the rocks, which is why I videoed a second time here. It's a special place, Natasha. It really is. Alright, so now we're down at the beach. That's looking back up at where we were just standing. There's the shark tower. So this was taken on a Friday. It was the last day of the school holidays. Kids are all back in school now. A week ago, yeah, last Friday. Thanks for that, Annette. Yeah, I really don't know what to do. I've Googled and I've been to Reddit. Oh, Natasha, I'm trying to think where that was. Let me think. I'll try and remember what that was.
Just watch this one more time.
Oh, it might have been Luna Park. Yeah, we walked through Luna Park. That sounds really interesting, Valkyrie. I've never heard of it. And if I was still on Facebook, I would definitely invite you to share more information about that. In fact, why don't you do that? It's just that I want to see it. So everyone knows, of course, that the flags, the red and white flags, is where the safest place to swim, and watched over or supervised by lifesavers is on any beach. And then the black and white flag indicates where surfboard riders are not allowed within that area. So I wanted you just to imagine you're sitting on your beach towel, just here, watching, just relaxing, watching the seagulls, watching the people walk past. Literally just watching life
Kyla, you gotta come up here and wait me.
on the beach. tech wizards, the tech gremlins are having fun today with everybody out there. So right now, that's lovely, Natasha. And yes, if you believe that that's what can happen, I think certainly go too far to I climbed part way up onto that rock, and then the water started washing. I found, okay, how do I get down? That's why we walked down. Yeah, we'll try and get it. And then over there is the surf club, and there's a cafe attached to it. So Richard was waiting for me while I said I'll be 10 minutes down on the beach doing some video. And that's literally where that's the only spot you can stand at is right in the car park of the cafe here in Surf Club. So that's why I did it as a video. There's a little sand dune there. You'll see someone in a moment, she's running up and making me feel terribly exhausted just watching her. Alright, so now I give the camera to Richard and he goes off and does a walk for us. So what we're about to see now is through Richard's eyes. And I met him, I took the car further along, I met him where he emerges from his boardwalk. And this is called the Ken and Audrey Owens, I think. Owens, Ken and Audrey Owens walkway. This notice tells you where you can and can't take dogs. So the red section you can't take dogs, and then the green section you can. And that noise we're hearing was a small plane doing acrobatics, but Richard tried to see it through the camera and couldn't find it. But I was watching it from the car, and it was going up and looping, and it would have been cool if he'd managed to catch it on camera, but he didn't. That funny little squawk you hear every so often is a red wattlebird. We used to get those a lot when we lived in the Blue Mountains, and they would be my early morning alarm clock. Looking at a Banksia. Car horn alarm clock, that sounds awful. So it's great to have this walkway here. Obviously, just a path causes erosion. So the boardwalk is a great way of preserving the landscape here. So Richard's made a little discovery here. That's the wattlebird as well. Is it here? I think it was here. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's too soon. Oh no, yeah, it is. He's made a little discovery here. He thought he found litter. You know, obviously we get very annoyed when we find litter, but this wasn't. It says, please don't move. It's been placed on purpose. And there would seem to be a clue inside the bottle of some sort.
That's ours. We're doing a treasure hunt going around.
Thought it was interesting.
Thank you.
She came to rescue it. Oh, Natasha's. Yeah, that's terribly antisocial. You slept in a hostel and forgot to turn the alarm off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so. Yeah, I think I would have. If I'd have been next to you, I think I might have been the one doing the beating up as well. No, not really. I'm not violent, but I wouldn't have been very happy with you. Hi, Tariq. Great to see you. We've already done the beach bit. But, now we're going for a really nice walk along a boardwalk. Hearing beautiful bird calls. Dawn says, I got a Thunderbirds clock when I was younger, but it was like a bomb going off, so I sent it back. These days I can wake up without an alarm. I don't need an alarm unless I'm getting up very early.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see how popular this boardwalk is. There's children, there's little bikes, there's people with walking their dogs. It's just really, really popular. Dawn, the cat crying can be a very insistent sound, can't it? Alright, so we're leaving the trail for a bit. This is a flower called pig face. Apparently it's edible. Apparently it was bush food for the local indigenous people. It's endemic to Australia but isn't unique. It doesn't grow solely in Australia. I believe it grows in South Africa and probably in New Zealand as well. Creek that we were looking down on from the lookout, where it empties into the sea. That's a much nicer way to wake up, Sarah. Music. Those edits that you're seeing were crying children. So every now and again I just edited out crying noises. Oh, Natasha, how do you get booted out of the stream? That is really strange. So that's two of you down that's happened to, Annette and Natasha. I have no idea why that would happen. If anyone can tell me why, I would love to know, so that we can ensure it doesn't happen in future. But I have no idea. Well, Prue says, I don't wake up to almost anything. It's really terrible. When I had my Labradorian, he used to put his nose under my blanket. Same time every morning, even some days. Well, Sarah, whatever you're doing it right. Everyone else is obviously in the naughty corner. Who's that? I cut myself out. I was just sitting there waiting for Richard to turn up and I edited it at that point. I was looking frumpy. And here's the lovely view from the, I guess you could have look out. Yeah, I think so, Natasha. Someone's out to get me. Alrighty, so that was the beach. Did you enjoy that? It's a beautiful beach, and obviously as the weather warms up, we'll be trying to visit more beaches. Richie's actually gone down to the beach this morning, so he's out right now. He's headed down to, I think he's gone to Merriweather with the bodyboard. Weirdness in the air, can't blame it on the full moon. Is there a full moon at the moment? Anyway, so that's okay, Tish. Now I do have something else if you're interested. It is it's 10 minutes of vintage footage, and it's where Richard and I recorded ourselves in one of our flats in London, and it was, the idea of it was to tell the family what we've been up to basically and where we live and a little bit about the area. Are you interested in seeing that? I've got it lined up ready to go if you're interested, and we do a little bit of a neighbourhood walk. So if you're keen, as I said, it's only 10 minutes, and we can pop that on as well. Dawn says yes. So basically where we lived in London was a suburb called Southall, which is not far from Heathrow Airport. It was walking distance from where I worked, and it was on the, I think it's called the Great Northern Canal. It's one of the canals that actually goes right through the middle of the country, I think, and goes all the way up to, but everything is still blurry. Okay, well look, battle on. If it's no good, just bail. I'm okay if you do that. But all right, we'll give it a go.
Hi, Quincy Academy Staff Discount Plan. We thought we'd give you a guided tour of our
Okay,
flat
can't see it.
and
No,
some of the surrounding areas. So come with us on a
can't even see
guided
it.
tour.
All right, stop that. Let's try that again. Don't know why we can't see it. Let's go to that one maybe. Add to stage. There it is.
What?
Oh. Yeah, well, what, I'm going to say something.
Why?
Oh, I've got to say hello to everybody as well. Can I?
Well, if you want.
So what are we going to show them? What are we going to show you?
It won't take very long.
Yeah, we're going to take you out the back, have a look at the canal. And with a bit of luck, you can meet Bill, the 82-year-old that does all our gardening. Because he's got nothing else to do.
Our upstairs neighbour won't be around because he's taking the bug out for a drive.
Yeah, the V-dub. And we'll go up the road and show you our local pub. So you get an idea of where we live, and hope you find it interesting.
That's where I worked over there in that white building.
Well, as I said, we take you on a guided tour of the local vicinity. What you've just seen is where we live, up the canal. It's only a short walk from my work, which is over there, just behind that Wilson building, which you just saw. And this is our local pub. A lot of the pubs in England look just like this in the spring. Flowery baskets outside, very attractive. Got picnic tables outside. And nice atmosphere.
It's in Southall, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, how are you? Come on in. Well, as you can see, this is our hallway. Colin lives up there, the Irish person. He's not around at the moment. Come on through here. Right, and here we have the lounge room. There's a lounge, and a fax, and a bookshelf, and the video camera. Our entertainment centre, and our very messy kitchen. Rather nice, really. Richard's got your phone, our microwave. That's the bathroom. And here we have the backyard. Do you want to have a look? As you can see, it needs a bit of gardening. Our next door neighbour Bill's been doing a lot of that, trimming and so forth. He cut back all our roses for us. As you can see, his yard looks a lot better than ours. And then if you come this way, you'll see where most of our entertaining, hopefully, will be done in the summer. This is the canal. You've already seen a picture of it. And hopefully we'll be able to set up a barbecue out here. Open up the garage for tables and what have you. It'll be rather pleasant, we think, as long as the weather's good. I wouldn't want to go swimming in it though.
Well, welcome to our
our trip to New Forest. Currently running southwest towards the Southampton area on the M3 motorway. As you can see, it's not too bad a day. The last couple of days has been a hurricane, but it seems to have cleared up a bit. A bit windy, a bit cold, but blue sky, a bit of sun. So to keep you entertained, rather than me waffling on, play some music and then you can have a look out the window, see what we see. Some lovely green countryside. And I hope you enjoy the song. Right, we're in the New Forest. As you can see, it's lovely. Although even so, it's winter, it's still lovely colours. And a horse. That made 3 points. Oh, sorry, just joking. This road leads to a small town called Minstead. See what we find. But all over England, all over the south of England, you have these lovely little farms, cottages. Further west and south you go, you get the thatched roofs as well. So hopefully we'll get to see a few of those today. Letterbox. A letterbox, yeah. You take these things for granted, but they're quite unique, these letterboxes. Some of them have date back to the age of George, some to Victoria. 2 horses, 6 points. Oh, and riders. It's one of the many lovely pubs in England. What do we have over here? One of the many churches that dot the landscape. They're really lovely.
Not really sure how old this church is. It's probably not one of the oldest we've been to, but you probably get some idea by some of the things that are actually in here. There's some dates up above us which say 1661 and 1814. Probably the most interesting thing here is that door. Solid timber. Looks really old.
All right, that was it. Just a brief little neighbourhood walk and a visit to New Forest, which is a lovely part of England down to the south of London. Yeah, and Natasha, yes, so old. The church was not unique, as I said. There's lots of them. All right, so I'm. Thanks, Tish. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not going to inundate you guys with masses and masses of old footage, but you know, as I come across stuff that I think is interesting, I'll incorporate it, I think, into this style of presentation. Just, you know, sort of like 10 minutes. I think that's I think that's tolerable. I'm working on a visit we did to, when I was working in London, I was working in sales, so I was winning a few incentive trips. I was there. We were very lucky to be there at a time when it was, I don't know, it was kind of like the tail end of Thatcher, and yeah, we fell into good jobs, let's put it that way. And I won a few incentive trips, and the one that I'm working on right now is where we won a trip to Ireland for 4 days. And I looked up how much it would cost to stay in that accommodation, and I nearly fell off the chair if you were to stay there today. But rather than spoil the surprise, I'll incorporate that into the edit that I'm doing of the place that I'm actually working on right now. And then I've got things like a balloon festival in Kent. We did go-karting as a sort of a day out, a lost day out. We went sailing to the Isle of Wight. What else did we do? Oh, we went on a trip to Malta. So there's quite a bit that I'm working on right now, that little sort of 10-minute clips here and there. Tomorrow we're going to an oyster festival. Sorry, I'm inundating you with all this stuff, but I've got no Facebook right now. I have to to let you know here. So tomorrow we're going to an oyster festival. We have no idea what that's going to be like, but we have taken you to that town once before, little town called Karua, right on the river. We went up onto the bridge. You might remember it was an old iron bridge, and then we went down underneath, and there were some murals, some local murals underneath of the birds. Karua is a town with a history of timber cutting. And also of oyster farms. So they've incorporated the two into the one festival, and I think it should be a lot of fun. So we'll see how that goes. I realise once again, for the people in the UK, it's at a terrible time, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm really sorry. Hopefully you'll be able to come back and watch it later. All right, and I think that's about it at the moment. What we were going to do today. Oh yes, today we are investigating the sand dunes. There is an Indigenous festival coming up next month that I have no idea if there's even going to be a signal, but what they apparently do is they have the festival out on the sand dunes between here and Nelson Bay, where we used to live. It's the Stockton Beach, the Stockton Sand Dunes is an amazing place, and it's all Warramai country, so it's local Aboriginal Land Council controlled custodianship country, and they are holding a cultural festival on the 15th of November. And apparently what they're doing is they're going to have a light show projected onto the sand dunes, which sounds absolutely incredible. So we're going to investigate that today, see what the access is like. I hope I don't have to walk a kilometre over sand dunes to get to where it's going to be held, for example. So we're going to sort of check that out and see how feasible it is to deliver as a tour. All right, everyone, thanks again. I can see that there's a few people dropped off, and that's okay. And if you're coming across people who don't know where I've gone, please let them know. I'm actually quite devastated to have lost my Facebook account. There's a lot there, and it's where we basically control the calendar from. So I'm feeling a bit helpless at the moment, and please share the word, spread the word, make sure people know about the calendar, make sure people know about the group, stay in contact with Annette, and I'll do what I can to try and restore things. All right, thanks everyone. Thanks Dawn, thanks Natasha, thanks Tish, thanks Sarah, thanks Tariq, thanks Annette, and anyone who else is still here. Really appreciate you joining me this morning, and I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow or the next time we get together. Thanks everyone. Bye for now. Bye.